Hey guys, it's Danny, and today I have a few videos to do, and yeah, I guess we'll just get right into it. First, I do want to ask your guys', not really ask your guys' opinion, but I kind of want to show like what I did like makeup wise. Ignore this eyebrow. I tried to do my own eyebrows. And luckily, I didn't actually get to do this one. This is just how this one always looks. But this one, it went a little weird right here. So I'm just gonna let that kind of grow back and do its own thing. Luckily, when my glasses are on, you can't really see it too much because the rims of my glasses kind of camouflage it. So it's not too bad. So this is an eye look I did today. I don't love it, but I actually don't hate it. I really like the concept of it. I used the Jeffree Star Alien palette, and I took Titan all over everywhere. And then in the crease, I did Tall Gray, which is just a matte gray. And then on the lid, I did Probe, which is that multi-chrome color. And you can kind of see it a little bit in the light. When I move my head, you can kind of see it. But I don't know. I've been working on it. So, you know, I don't know. It's my eyes are really hooded, like as you can tell, like hella hooded. So I always feel that whatever I put in my crease, just from having my eyes like open and stuff, I always feel like whatever I put on my lid just kind of ends up all the way up here instead of staying down here where I put it. So I don't hate it, but I don't love it. I really wish that I could just wake up and be able to do makeup like Jeffree Star and Lipstick Nick and, you know, all of these other people I watch, like oh god, Bridget, who I think is Porcelain. Her name is Porcelain on YouTube, but I don't know. I love how they do makeup. I need to watch more tutorials and really like get in there and like really try. I'm gonna be doing some more tonight, I think, like just because that's what I've been doing. I just kind of like will grab my palettes and just be like, I'm gonna play a little bit. But like I said, my eyes are so hooded that sometimes I feel it feels really hard to be able to do anything. And if I do anything that actually looks remotely good, between my eyes being so hooded and my glasses, you can't see it anyway. So, but I don't know. I really do like that palette, and I really like the color Probe a lot. So I kind of don't hate how it turned out. I do wish that I would have been able to kind of a little bit more, you know, like get it looking a little bit better. Anyway, that was longer than it needed to be. So this video is actually about an eyeshadow palette. This is about the Sugar eyeshadow palette by Face Candy. I cannot remember where I bought this for the life of me, but I do remember it was only like $7 and that I had purchased it because it was a dupe palette for the Too Faced Sweet. Ooh, I just stuck my finger in an eyeshadow. Because it was a dupe for the Too Faced Sweet Peach palette. And a few months ago, like in January, like the very beginning of the year, I had put this up, did a video and said that this was going to be my new project pan, like pan that palette, because I had did one recently with a Tarte palette, and I did end up actually hitting pan on it was like a little 6-pan eyeshadow palette, and I hit pan on one, and I used the crap out of a couple others, but I never actually hit pan. But it just got to the point to where I just could not use that palette anymore because it was driving me freaking insane. And I just was like, I just can't. And that's one thing I like about like project pans or pan these palettes for me personally, is I'm like, oh, okay. Like, to me, it's not about actually panning anything. It's about using the products, pushing myself to like maybe step out of my comfort zone a little bit with like certain colors, but also I'm using the product, so it lets me know, do I really like the product? It's like, yes, I know I like the colors because I bought the palette, but do they work for me? Will I use them? Can I, you know what I mean? So that's what I do. And with this one, I guess like just using it, because I have used it quite a bit. I know I never actually filmed an update on it. But really, I mean, you can see that I did use the eyeshadows, but there's not any like a decent amount of, there's like, it's not like I used it every day. But doing this, using this palette, checking it out, actually using it, I've realized about half the eyeshadows in this palette fucking suck. Like, they suck so hard. And it is a lot of them on this side, and like this side is actually pretty much the good side. So let me get a little bit closer. So these 3 eyeshadows are great. These 2 right here are good. This pink one, Cherry Pie, I know it's upside down, but this one, Cherry Pie, I never actually used. I have swatched it. It is really pretty, but I never actually used it. This one's good. Hot Cocoa is good. This pink one, Candy, I did not like on me. S'mores was pretty decent. This one I could make work, but was patchy, so I really had to work at it. This one was terrible. Gingerbread was pretty okay. Mocha was okay. Pistachio straight up was terrible. Licorice was terrible. Blackberry tart right here was terrible. And brownie was terrible. So, and also out of S'mores, Mocha, and Gingerbread, which is this one, and this one, these 3 right here, they were pretty okay, but these 2, S'mores and Mocha, they are so similar that they really both don't need to be in the palette. So it was kind of weird. Like I said, it ended up being like pretty much like half this palette really does suck. I don't know if I'm planning on depotting the shadows I actually like I said, like these 5 right here, this one and this one, and then maybe one of these ones, and then maybe that one, and just pitch in the rest, or if I'm just going to get rid of the whole palette, because I just don't know. I haven't decided yet. I wouldn't try to sell it or anything, because like I said, I only spent $6 on it, or $7 on it. And I did, I mean, obviously it has been used. You can tell that I used a couple shades and that they've all been swatched. But I mean, it's not that I used it a lot or whatever, but mostly it's because I know it's cheap and I've actually had it for quite a while already. So, I mean, I could see myself giving this to somebody, like, if they really wanted it. But I don't know. I would never try to sell this one. Like I said, though, I haven't decided if I'm going to try to depot any of these things or not, mostly because I don't know how thick or sturdy the pans are. So I don't know how well it would actually depot, and I don't know. The pans, I seriously doubt would be magnetic, but I can like just like get something that'll help stick them. But this will actually pop out pretty easy, because look, just moving this little, so I can get this pink plastic part that they're in. I'm sure I could get it out like super duper easy. I just, like I said, I don't know how sturdy the pans would be, because I know from experience, like Sephora eyeshadow palettes, I've tried to depot a few of those and that just doesn't work. So I don't know, because like I said before, I've done Sephora palettes before where I've tried to depot them and their pans are so thin that when you try to depot them, they just crumble. Like the pans themselves will like bend in half, and then the eyeshadow is all broken and useless. So I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to depot some of these, just toss the whole palette, or if I am going to actually keep the palette to continue to use the few shadows I actually do like in the palette. I don't know yet. I don't know. So yeah, that's my little update on that. And I'm not gonna go out of my way to use this palette. And I'm not, like I said, I'm not 100% sure what I'm going to do with it yet. If I'm going to try to get, like, if I'm just going to get rid of it, if I'm going to keep it so I can use, like I said, the few colors in here that I actually like that are good, or whatever. So, yep, that is that. And I will talk to you later. Bye.